Hey everyone, welcome back to week 2 of the Ribbon Masters Draft League Season 3. This season we are doing Little Cup, National Dex Legacy. I'm never going to get that right. And I am Grunky Peep, just Grunky, just Adam, whatever. And I'm coach of the Pyrite Town Persians. And this week, week 2, we are up against OPBreloom. And their team, I've gone over it a few times and I keep making changes. This is like my, I don't know, I don't know. I've made my team so many times, but I think I have it down. So just go through their team. Staryu is scary. Obviously it's fast, good special attacker with a big move pool. So it can do a lot, but it's their only rapid spinner. So you'll see my goal is kind of take out Staryu as quick as I can. Up next is Munchlax. That is Munchlax. I don't know. It's pretty scary. There's a reason it's tier 2. It's just so bulky, and I don't have a fighting type on my team. With Eviolite, it's just I don't know. It's just gonna be a problem. But I think I stacked pretty well against it, as best as I can, really. So yeah, Munchlax is pretty scary. Just a wall, really. But yeah, so these two are pretty scary. Larvitar up next. So they have 3 rock setters, to my knowledge. Larvitar, Bronzor, and Riolu. And I bet they're gonna bring all 3, just with like the tight matchups against my team. I don't know if they're gonna bring rocks on all 3, but I don't know. I'm planning that they're gonna bring all 3. But with Larvitar, probably be the rock setter. But I'm honestly not too worried about Larvitar. I think I have a great matchup against it, but maybe, woe is me and Larvitar would put in a bunch of work on my team. But I'm not too worried about Larvitar. Bronzor, on the other hand, I don't have a fire type, and it'll have Levitate, so it'll be annoying to take out. I think I prepped pretty well for it, as best as I can. The Bronzor is pretty passive. I'm sure it can do like some Trick Room shenanigans, but since they have Ponyta and Staryu, I doubt they're going to do anything like that, but who knows? Maybe they won't bring Staryu or Ponyta and just run a Trick Room set. That'd be pretty annoying, but I doubt they will. So Bronzor, yeah, I don't have anything that can take it down really easily, but I don't think it can really do anything to me, so not too worried about Bronzor. Shroomish, that's kind of like Shroomer's thing is Shroomish. It has Spore, so that can be annoying. Although I don't know if I can get it at level 5. Maybe it can by egg, so maybe it'll have Spore on its team. But with the Sleep Claws, I'm not too worried about that as long as I guess play it right. So yeah, not too worried about Shroomish. Beldum, unless something has changed, it only gets takedown. So I'm sure this is just a mean pick. We all have one of those. Ponyta is scary. Fast physical fire type with a pretty fast move pool as well. It can run a special set to some good success, but I think against my team they'll probably run physical. I don't know, it just makes more sense that way, to me at least. Who knows? Who knows what Shroomer thinks? But Ponyta is going to be trouble for me, I think, pretty sure. But I think I planned accordingly against it. Riolu, I bet they bring Riolu just because it's a fighting type, and other than my Duskull, I don't really have anything that blocks a fighting type. I doubt they bring Litwick, and I doubt they bring Goomy. Wailmer kind of scares me. That's kind of like the wild card pick that they can bring. Because it's just like Munchlax, it just has a massive HP stat, which again doesn't translate super well at level 5, but still, and it also has base 70 attacks. That's pretty good. But it's slow and it has low defenses, so if they bring it, they would have to run some sort of speed control, Trick Room shenanigans, which they might be doing. Maybe I'm playing totally wrong, but I doubt they will. And then Goomy, I don't have anything planned for Goomy because I just don't think they're going to bring Goomy. But I don't know. Maybe that will come back to bite me. I'm pretty sure they don't bring Goomy though. The 6 that I do think they'll bring are these top 4: Staryu, Munchlax, Larvitar, and Bronzor. Larvitar, out of those, Larvitar probably being the least likely just because it doesn't match up well against my team, but it does get rocks and like Sandstorm boost and stuff. So I can see that happening, but I don't know. So these 4, Ponyta and Riolu. If they don't bring Larvitar, I can see them bringing Shroomish just for that's for the sleep spreading. But since we're running Sleep Claws, like I don't know what else Shroomish can do really. So yeah, over here we'll have my team, the Poke Paste here. I learned from last week, and you can see right off the bat, both Sandshrew and Marini are both bringing hazards. Sandshrew is also my spinner and knockoff user, so I kind of just built this like right off like Smogan's page. I may have tweaked the EVs a little bit, but and I'm running Adamant. I probably should be running Speed on that, but I doubt they lead anything that'll check Sandshrew. Maybe that's exactly what they're gonna do. Maybe I'll play that wrong, but you'll see later that I can just I can switch out. I think pretty safely. So yeah, Sandshrew, set up rocks. That's kind of my plan. Just set up rocks right away, and then spin anything that they might set up because they have 3 rock setters on the team. And since ground is good against the rocks, like I think they'll be able to do that. Earthquake, just a good stab, and then knock off, good utility move. Up next is Marini. Again, another kind of like Smogan standard set with Scald. Obviously, spread burn if I'm not spreading poison. The poison is really what I'm banking off of. I'm not necessarily playing like a stall game, but if I get up 2 layers of spikes, they'll be having to switch a lot to just kind of preserve their Pokemon. So yeah, I'm also running Calm just to give a little extra in my SpidF stat just for Staryu. Because I don't physical like Ponyta, like yeah, it can do damage, but I think I check it pretty well with Scald and recover and regenerator. So yeah, Sludge Bomb just a good stab again. If they don't, I don't know. Spikes and Stealth Rock is kind of what I'm like really banking on, which is again why I said earlier I'm gonna try to get rid of Staryu as quickly as I can. Yeah, Grookey is next. Grookey just fits in really well with any team, just because Grassy Surge and Grassy Glide, it's just so good. I got a plus speed nature that'll help with like Drain Punch and Wood Hammer. I think Ponyta will still outspeed me, but ideally I never have Grookey in against Ponyta. But if I do, fake out just for some chip and switch out into Marini. That's kind of the plan. If Ponyta comes out, switch into Marini. Which they might be playing against that. Maybe I'm totally overlooking something, which is bad. That could be bad for me. But yeah, Grookey, Life Orb, Grassy Surge. Last week I totally meant to do it, but I didn't. I just didn't. It slipped my mind. If any of you are playing Little Cup and you're running level 5 Pokemon, make sure if you're running Life Orb, make sure to change the IVs to 19 because that'll take the least amount of recoil from Life Orb. Yeah, I meant to do that last week and I didn't. I don't think it really mattered, but it might matter this week, so I definitely made sure to make that change. Yeah, fake out Drain Punch for longevity, just because most of their team is weak to grass. So as long as I keep Grookey healthy, I mean as healthy as it can be with Life Orb and Wood Hammer recoil, I should be in a pretty good spot. Up next is Charlie. I'm running a physical set this week. I think the special set worked out pretty well, given what I had to work with. I'm pretty sure Meowth is like, I mean, it's been 1 week, but Meowth is like so far the leader on my KO board, so that's pretty cool. I didn't think it would do that, but pretty happy with that. Again, IVs at 19, or HP IV 19. Fake out, U-turn, kind of standard. And knock off just in case Sandshrew goes down and I need to knock off. Retaliate is kind of my my experiment this week. Well, I guess one of my experiments. It's a base 70 power before stab and Life Orb, so that's pretty good. Obviously it doesn't get the Technician boost, which is a little annoying, but my plan is to bring it in mid to late game, especially coming off a knockout. Then I can come in and retaliate. And retaliate essentially is if you bring it in after one of your Pokemon gets KO'd, it is double base power. So that bumps up to 140 base power before Life Orb and Stab. So I think that could be pretty surprising for Shroomer, and I'm hoping that really works out well. Because Meowth is insanely fast, I'm pretty sure it'll outspeed their entire team. Ponyta and Staryu might kind of rival it, but I'm pretty sure I outspeed. Up next is Cranidos. We got the Nightman with the Choice Scarf. I'm running Sheer Force instead of Mold Breaker, just because I think for this week power means more than blocking Levitate on Bronzor. So that's really the only thing I would need Mold Breaker for. Yeah, so, and Fire Punch is also there to take out Bronzor if I need to, or Shroomish if I need to. Again, Cranidos is supposed to kind of be late game, but since it's Scarf, I don't know. Late game, not as in like my last Pokemon, but you know, kind of like with Meowth, kind of bring it in where it can, like on a free switch or something, because they're both pretty frail. But Earthquake, obviously just really strong. Superpower, that's kind of my Munchlax check. And I'll outspeed Munchlax. And this will get the boost, and I don't get the drops either because of the Sheer Force. So Superpower is kind of my Munchlax check. So I gotta make sure Cranidos is in for Munchlax. If they don't bring Munchlax, even better. Like I mean, that could be scary for me, but I think I'll do a little. I'll feel a little more at ease if Munchlax is not brought. And then Rock Slide, just for the Sheer Force boost and the accuracy overhead smash. Yeah, the no flinch is kind of annoying, but and I was thinking about doing that, like bringing Mold Breaker and Rock Slide, just kind of throw them off, and maybe get like a lucky flinch. But I don't know. I don't think my luck isn't that great. So yeah, Rock Slide just for the boost and the better accuracy, and Fire Punch again for Bronzor. And then last up we have Pondi. Pondi is the coolest. This is like my big experimental set. So when I was building my team, I was like, okay, what did I do wrong last week? What can I do this week? This is what I did wrong last week. I didn't bring a Rapid Spinner or a Hazard Setter. So I brought 2 this week. My plan is to bring in Sandshrew, or lead with Sandshrew, drop some rocks, and then if they don't lead with Staryu, I can imagine Shroomer switching in Staryu against Sandshrew. And then my goal there, I assume it's to Rapid Spin. Maybe it'll try to take out Sandshrew. That'll be in trouble. But I bet they'll bring in Staryu to try to Rapid Spin, get these rocks off. And if they do that, then that's when I switch into Pondi. Obviously, it's my only spin blocker on my whole team, my whole roster. But since we're playing Legacy, Pursuit is back. So I just did this banded like max attack set to hopefully get like some really good annoying Pursuit stuff. So yeah, this is kind of, I don't know, this is a big experiment. This could really come back to bite me, but I think it'll be fun. Frisk is there to just kind of, you know, maybe help me scout sets. Because I imagine Pondi's going to come in pretty early. I got a couple priorities, that's why I didn't run any speed investment. It's also just kind of a waste on Duskull. But max HP, max attack, and then split the defenses. And yeah, so yeah, Sucker Punch I think will be surprising. Shadow Sneak is the stab with the band. It's base 40 power, so it's not like it's going to do much, especially because Duskull has a pretty low attack. But and then Facade is just kind of in there just in case like I get burnt or something. Maybe that'll come back to bite Shroomer. Yeah, Pursuit is really like the main one I'm kind of banking on here. So yeah, that's my team. Hopefully things go according to plan. Again, I want to lead Sandshrew. If they lead Staryu, I'm not going to outspeed it, so I might just switch out straight into Marini and then start getting the spikes up. In fact, that is what I'll do. So I'll lead Sandshrew if they bring in, well, I guess. They might like lead one of their own rock setters, which is fine. I can imagine them bringing like Larvitar really up first. But anyway, yeah, so Sandshrew is going to be my lead. That's the one I'm banking on. Starry comes out, switching to Marini, and then start setting up spikes. Because I can't imagine they might be running Thunderbolt, but without the stab, and since I have good investment, it's not going to OHKO, and the beneficial nature. So yeah, that is my plan this week. Hopefully it works out well. If not, hopefully I learn from this and can then formulate a better plan for next time. But yeah, sweet. So I'll be right back whenever we are ready for the battle. Hey everyone. Okay, so here I am against OPB. Pretty much the Pokemon I thought he was going to bring, except for Goomy. I didn't think they were going to bring Goomy. And they're all female. I hope that's something I don't have to worry about. No Staryu. That's surprising. I'll leave with Artemis. And I guess I'm going to set up some rocks. Flax. Interesting. Okay, this seems to knock off. Dang, I don't have a phaser. I'm gonna bring in Pondy now. Nice. Alright, do you think they're gonna switch? I think they're gonna switch, or I bet they're gonna switch. Okay, they didn't switch. Oh no. Yikes, big misread on my part. Bring in Mac. Fake out. I guess I'm switching out into Ponyta, but since they got the 2 boosts already, I don't think they will. I'm gonna have to Drain Punch. Oh no. Oh no, that is no good. Oh no. I outspeed, right? So I don't know if Fake Out will KO or not. But I also don't know if I want to reveal Retaliate yet. But if it doesn't KO, I'm in trouble. I'm gonna do it. Dennis. Ideally, I get spikes down. Dang, I was not expecting a bunch of lags. I probably should have, but... Bringing in Ponyta. I'm gonna switch out to Artemis because I bet they have Wild Charge. Yikes, that might have been... Since they're still thinking, I bet they're probably gonna switch out, or think about switching out. Sunny day, interesting. Okay, I'm gonna EQ. I don't know what it could do against Artemis here. Oh, that works out. Riolu. What can Riolu do? Ice Punch, maybe? Okay. Hopefully I didn't predict that switch. Hopefully we get the burn. Man, I did not prep for this. Shoot. Okay, that's good. Alright, let's have some spikes now. I bet they'll switch out. Nice, okay. I think we're gonna click recover. I don't know what Gumi does. Let's find out. Cursing, okay. I think I'll switch to Artemis here. So I bet they facade again. I bet I can take that. Yeah. And then what do I need EQ for? Okay. I'm in a pretty good spot now. Okay, so they keep bringing Riolu against... Do you think it's gonna bulk up? No, it can't bulk up, right? Right, I'm just gonna go for the EQ. Okay, they bulk up. Okay, sweet. And nothing's stopping me from just doing Earthquake here. Nice. Okay, sweet. Sick. Okay, cool. So that was pretty cool. I'm always glad to get the W. Honestly, OPB played a pretty they played a decent game. I was not expecting the Munchlax lead, but I think what hurt them was I think what really kind of turned it was getting the burn off the Scald, honestly. That and they brought like several boosting sets, which was a good idea. But I was still really surprised about no Staryu. I think Staryu would have done pretty well against my team. I'm not sure what Larvitar was there for. Probably, I would assume for Stealth Rocks, but that didn't last very long. So yeah, wow, that was pretty cool. I was not expecting Z Will-O-Wisp, but I think at that point it didn't really matter. Seeing as I had 3 Ponyta checks there. But yeah, Shroomish also, what did I learn? I only learned Giga Drain from that. So that didn't really matter. Yeah, so Shroomish and Larvitar didn't really do anything. Yeah, see, I didn't even get a move out of Larvitar, which worked out well. The Flame, oh, it had Guts, interesting. Oh, I guess we can't run Sand Veil, so that makes sense. Munchlax was scary. If I didn't like get something to stop it, then I was in trouble. I didn't think it was going to outspeed Duskull, but Duskull is insanely slow, so that makes sense. Real loot. I wonder if it was running Prankster. Do abilities get revealed after they're used? I would assume. I guess it didn't really matter though. I mean, I'm not saying that to like put him down. I don't know. This was a really interesting game. I was not expecting a lot of that, especially Munchlax, or Goomy, Curse Facade. I mean, they brought Facade in what? At least 2 of them. And Ponyta, that was really interesting. The Z, Fire Room Z Will-O-Wisp. But, I mean, I'm pretty good at, or I'm pretty happy at looking at this. Like, Ponyta only used Sunny Day and Will-O-Wisp against my team. Only 2 attacks. So that makes me feel pretty good. But yeah, wow. Cool. That was a pretty good victory, I think. Sandshrew did more than I thought it was going to do. Mac and Duskull didn't really do anything. Yeah, I mean, that was a misprediction on my part. But even if I hit Sucker Punch, I don't think it would have KO'd. It would have done a big chunk, but yeah, I had locked myself into Pursuit at that point. And then Mac. I can't remember what Mac got KO'd to. It was pretty early on. Yeah. I used Fake Out. That was a good chunk. And then Drain. Oh yeah, Drain Punch didn't quite KO it. And then Facade. Yeah, that's an OHKO with the stab and the 2 curse boosts. I should probably run that calc to see, just for future reference, to see if Fake Out would have KO'd there. Because I really didn't want to reveal or retaliate that early on. Luckily the battle worked out kind of, or the battle flowed. I don't know what I'm trying to say here. The battle went really smoothly, and was able to pick up, the W. But I don't know. For future, I still don't want to like reveal that soon. Because I think, I don't know. I've said it before. I think Meowth is really cool because it just has such a big move pool. It could do. I mean, it ran a special set last week, but it can run physical or special pretty well. And it can even run like taunt shenanigans too. So, but yeah, good game to OPB. I think they played a really good game. I just think I had. I don't know what I had better than them, or I shouldn't even say better. I just think Sandshrew did more than I was expecting, more than they were expecting too. Because yeah, I used EQ 4 times there. Once I got the rocks up, and even 1 layer of the, I mean. That didn't really do anything super boost. The Toxic Spikes didn't really do anything super boost their facades. But I think with Marini did some work too. So, Yeah, I'm glad not to have used Cranidos. After Munchlax KO Duskull, I was pretty worried that Cranidos would be next. So yeah. All right, well, cool. Thank you all for watching. And next week we'll be up against the Battle Babies, the boss babies, something like that. I can't really remember the name. But it's against Dunny Boy, so they've also got a pretty scary team that I've already kind of started planning for. But yeah, I'll see you all next time with that team preview, the matchup preview, and the battle. All right, awesome. Thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time.